Hi, I'm Ashley and I love horses. I'm a lifelong horse owner and spent over 10 years working professionally in the horse industry. Today, I want to take you along as I do some chores around the farm and work on my seemingly never ending to do list. Welcome to the life of anybody who has any kind of farm or barn or horse project. Every time I check something off, I add five more things. So today we're going to make a bit of a dent in that. I've been working on building up the horse's fitness and just helping them to still enjoy the training process. So I've been doing 3 day blocks recently, 3 days of riding, 2 to 3 days off, 3 days of riding, and I've done a few of those blocks. So we'll have today as a rest day, tomorrow as a rest day, and then I'm going to bump them up to 4 days right away to 4 day blocks. So my to do list for today, or my ideal list, is I have to give Rascal his medication. I already fed the cats. Check. I want to take my weight tape and I want to just measure them. I know weight tapes aren't like the 100% perfect, exactly what they weigh, but it does give me some kind of idea of around a ballpark where they each are. And then if I use the same tape on them now and then use it again at the end of summer slash beginning of fall, then that does give me a scale of if they gained a ton of weight, or if I wanted them to gain weight and they did or didn't, or if I didn't want them to gain weight and they did or didn't. It just gives me that measuring tool and a little more data to help inform our management processes. Then I want to go and do a little bit of fence fixing. I got a good chunk of it done like last week or so, but there's still a little bit left to do because it just got too late when I was doing it. And I mean, fence fixing when you have a decent sized pasture feels like a never ending job. So that is on the list. And then also I want to do some more barn cleanup. Of course, I only have so many hours here today. It's 6 p.m. right now, so just kind of using my evening towards this. And we'll just see how far I get on the list. But yeah, come along with me, and we're going to go see the horses and talk about how they're doing. I'm not bringing them inside. I'm just going to get my fly spray, but apparently they have decided that they want to come along. Right, guys? See, Rascal knows. He says, "Can we go inside?" Like, no. You get a day off sometimes. Hey, Jet, what are you looking at? Okay, so if we take a look at her, she tends to be too fat. She's just an easy keeper mare. Her too, I've thought she's a decently well put together mare. She has a bit of a crooked back leg, but other than that, no big issues. Her breeder probably could have fixed that leg if they had, caught it a little bit earlier. Maybe they even did try to fix it and that was the fixed version. I'm not sure. But since I just have her as she's only had like fairly light riding her whole life, hasn't been a big problem. 1183, 1200 mark. All we're looking for is more of a way to measure from month to month how thick they are. And that gives us at least an idea. Rascal here, my lens is making him look a little weirder than he actually is. That is 1081. And see, I would guess he's probably a little bit heavier than that. He's, I don't know how tall he is, 16 hands, 16 something. So I would think in real weight wise, he is a little bit heavier than that, but that just gives us our reference for when we want to weigh him again in the fall. Okay, next we're going to look at Moji. So he is my thoroughbred, and I'm sure you can tell with that shark fin wither and the way that his shoulder is, and he's going to come in at just about 1,000 pounds. And I would guess he's fairly close to that. I do have a little bit of reference because when I worked at the veterinary hospital, sometimes as staff, when horses would come in, we would try to guess how much they were before they went on the scale. And they had one of those scales that the horses walk on. So I know I'm like okay at guessing. And now free time. Let's see. He wears the same saddle that Jet does. Actually, Moji wears the narrower one, and the two black horses wear the wider one. Oh boy, free time. We're getting right to the end of my tape here. 12:50. He's now bending. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. 12:30. I'm just going to grab my fly spray and grab Rascal's medication, and then that part is done. I just walked halfway out to the horses with the medication in my hand and realized that I forgot the halter. So back we go. Pro tip, if you are giving oral medication and you want to reuse your syringe, after you use it, just suck up some water into it, squirt it out, get it all rinsed out. Oh, good thing I just got a drop on my eye. So good thing I rinsed it. And good thing that this medication is not poison to humans. When I do my seasonal fence checks, basically I just walk around the full perimeter of the place first. Their summer pasture, I'll check before they go in, but the winter pasture, I just can't check before they go in because they're here all winter and a lot of stuff changes over the winter. The wildlife will pull the fence down, and also the snow pulls the fence down too. Like when the drifts get high, it can go over top of the bottom wires. And then when it starts to melt, the top part is really crusty and hard, so it will sometimes pull the wires down at the bottom. So I've got to keep an eye on that. I have wire, I have boards, so kind of a mix of things. So I bring along my coffee can with my hammer, knife, some fencing pliers, some nails and staples, and I hope that I have everything I need. Sometimes I need some baler twine or something. And then that's a trip back to the barn, or I bring it with me when I come out the next time. This fence I fixed, this fence I fixed last time. I got farther. I'm trying to find where I left off. I definitely thought this part was broken, and it's not. It's just a little bit lower. Another fencing pro tip: if you do have to go back to the barn and you don't want to bring all your stuff with you because you're coming right back, put it right beside a fence post. The number of times I lost things in tall grass or had to waste time looking for them helped me learn, just put it right beside the fence post, so it limits at least the number of places that it could possibly be. Now, a good chunk of this part I did a lot of fixing last year, but it is the part that gets the most wildlife exposure and the most snow. So just because I fixed it last year doesn't mean that I won't have to fix it this year. Also, like, sometimes I look and I'm like, what did I even do? Like, this wire right here is so low. So I'm going to move it up a little bit. Like, it's not, horses aren't going to step over it or anything, but I don't know why I did that. And now I lost my hammer. So, you know, this is like why things that should only take 30 minutes take 45. Found it. It was under dead grass. Fortunately, it didn't take me very long. What are you doing? This is why no work gets done. Oh, don't fall in the hole. Okay, got the next part done. My hammer's feeling a little wobbly. This hammer, my dad said, was like probably like many decades old. Still works, but like you can see, I don't know if, like, is there going to be a point where the top flies off? I've never had that happen, but I've never had a hammer this old either. So I don't know. Stay tuned to see me get hit with a flying hammer. Well, this seems to happen once a year. I think, okay, maybe there's not so much there. And then I keep walking, and then I find a major disaster zone. There's a section over here that clearly some large animal decided to go through the fence. Not the horses, never them. This is disappointing and frustrating because it is going to take me a pretty significant amount of time to fix this. You start with fixing fence, and you could just go forever. Okay, I got it sort of fixed. The wires are fixed enough. It really needs a new post. I have to go and make sure that we have the stuff I need to put in a post today. I think the ground is still soft enough that it'll be okay to do with some equipment, but I want to make sure that I only need one. So I'm going to finish my walk here, see if I need any more. Because if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do, as many as I feel I need. I think so far everything is like not perfect, but not an equal disaster. If the wildlife would just go through the gates, like I leave all of the summer pasture gates open all winter so that the wildlife can go through them and that they don't have to crash through my fence. Yet they still choose to sometimes crash through my fence. So that is fairly annoying. If anybody knows a way to tell the deer that the gate is open, just go around. Please tell me. I am seeing a couple band-aid fixes from last year, but I won't be able to real fix them until the horses aren't in this pasture anymore. So I'll have to come back. Note to self, put that on the to-do list. Well, I reached the angry words portion of the fencing process. The semi-annual big fence cleanup always has an angry words portion towards the end, and I'm trying to get these stupid twigs and weeds and stuff off of the fence line because they're pulling it down, and they're just they're the worst. They're these bad weeds that we've got, and they came with the drought. They're just like so hard and hard to break, and they scratch my face, and I'm just kind of over it, but we're almost done. And my friends came to visit me right there, so yeah, that helped. Okay, every time I say I'm almost at the end, I am almost at the end again. Um, this part where this tree, look, it's not on the fence post actually. It's resting on that part. And I remember that this was like this last year, and I asked some people to help me, and then I guess I didn't ask again, and it got forgotten about. So it's not resting on the fence now, but it should get sawed up and taken care of so that it doesn't just shift and tear down the whole fence. The other side of this is a dugout, so like if it did, the horses aren't going in the dugout anyway. They have no interest. They are a little more tentative type horses. They're not going to be going in the dugout or anything. But I'm making this segment partly to remind myself, hey, Ashley, go ask for help again with the chainsaw because I can't push this tree off of where it's resting. It needs to be sawed up. So I'm going to have to ask for help again, but seeding time is never the time to be doing that. So I will just log it in my book. And then as soon as seeding is over or it rains or something like that, that becomes more on the family to-do list. Because I can't do it all by myself. Or else I use a chainsaw for the first time. I've used many tools, I drive a lot of equipment, I use machinery, but I've never used a chainsaw. So maybe it's time to start. I don't know. I made it to the end. The branch part was literally the last little section. So I made it to there. Now I will go see if the equipment I need to go put in that one post is around. I'm pretty sure that if it's not, the horses will be fine because I was able to band-aid fix it enough that they... How am I getting out of here? With carrying all my stuff. I'll go that way. The band-aid fix is enough to keep the horses in. It is 8 p.m. So I have been here for the full 2 hours. And I am regretting not eating that granola bar before I left the house. All right, the tractor is here. That's what I need to pound in my post. I just use the front end loader and just hit it on top. I just grab the post and use that to dig its own hole. As long as the ground is soft, it works decent enough, and it'll work for my one post that I have to do today. No! Oh! 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 My gate didn't fit. Just barely made it. Oh, this one might not make it. Ouch. My thumb. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna put it in the middle here somewhere. Just have to figure out exactly where before I line up the tractor. I think it should be about here. Ow! Oh, I just jabbed myself with barbed wire. Yikes. I don't want to go through too many weeds right here. Maybe. I just need it steady enough so that it will stand. Actually, this ground is really soft, so that's good. A little more to this side. There we go. The sun is in the way. See if I can do it. Oh, a little too far. Where's my brake? Oh, a little too far forward. Oh, a little bit more. There we go. Oh, yes. Look at that. Oh, that's good. Oh, the ground is really soft. That was perfect. And I didn't even hit a rock or anything. Yes, look at this. Now I'm all excited. I don't care if it's 8:30 p.m. What more posts need to be put in? That's done. That went well. I kind of was like, maybe I should just go and do a bunch more posts right now. And then I was like, I also need to eat and probably take a shower yet before I go to bed. And I still have to work tomorrow. Basically, this is how farms always go is you have an idea and you're like, I'm going to do this today. And then it changes like sometimes minute to minute. Keeps everything interesting all the time. And yeah, yeah, this is my very favorite weather, and it beats sitting on the couch watching Netflix. Although there is time for that, and I'll probably go home and do that while I eat supper. Well, that is it for today. I guess it didn't rain on us, so that's nice. And we have a really nice sunset right now. If you like this video, you want to see more of my day-to-day horse doings and some videos of my horses and of riding, please check out the rest of my channel and subscribe. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.